Ahoy there! Today we're going to try to get this 76 MG Midget running today. If you guys didn't see the last video, I ended up inheriting, more or less. I bought them from the estate, I guess you could say too. I don't know how you want to phrase it, but I ended up getting my grandfather's old cars. These cars have been off the road for about 6 years-ish, technically. I did get this car running with my uncle in 2020 after my grandfather passed away, and since then it's just been sitting. So I'm pretty sure I'll get away with dumping some gas in it and it'll run, but we're gonna give it a couple of once-overs. I'll throw the battery back in it and let's just see what happens. Maybe we'll get lucky, maybe we won't, who knows? So I don't know much of anything about midgets, but I want to drive this car for at least for the summer and just kind of see if it's something that I really like and enjoy or not. I don't know, but this whole thing in here is quite the rat's nest going on. I don't even know how or where to begin, but we're just going to check all the vitals. And we're going to see what everything looks like. We get a flashlight. Well, I don't know how well you can see it, but there certainly is fluid in there. Not much, but there is, so. This cap looks like crap, so this is probably going to get replaced if this thing becomes a daily or anything like that. Let's see. Where would the dipstick tube be for the oil? I would imagine there's a dipstick tube, right? There's gotta be. Air filter box, which I want to check that anyway, so I guess we'll just do that right now. Oh, that air filter looks like crap. Yep, that filter's not great, but run what you brung. It'll run. Oh, there's a dipstick tube. It looks like it's a little actually overfilled. So, but it's clean, so that means we've got oil or a bad head gasket that's full with coolant, which is not chalky milk, so we should be okay there. Alright. Now I'm gonna set the carburetor. For those of you guys who've watched the channel for a while, you probably saw my Canadian 245 had a similar style carburetor. And this takes transmission fluid or Marvel Mystery Oil and it just disappears. I'm gonna top a little MMO off. Oh, I wanted to give it a little splash, then went a little overboard, but that's okay. Now, in 2020, when I went on well, I didn't go on the drive, but when we fired it up and got her going again, it ran out of gas. Oh yeah, I probably should open the vent up. So we threw in like a splash. I don't know how much, but not very much. So I think this gas can should be fairly clean, but this tank, I mean. So we're gonna find out. Hopefully it's not super bad. Otherwise, I guess I'll be doing filters for a little while and then dropping it and cleaning it. That's about all we got. So, looking over this battery, if you guys know anything about batteries, you can see that right there was in January of 6. And it ain't 2026 yet, so that means this battery is from 2016. And right there, 1215 rotate by 716. My grandfather got this car in like 2016. And when my uncle and I were trying to get these cars going so we could potentially sell them, he bought new batteries. And I have a feeling he bought a new battery and then proceeded to return the other battery because he bought that battery in 2020, and I would be amazed if anybody would sell a 4-year-old battery off of a shelf. So that's cool. So methinks, based on not a lot of education, this would probably be the ground, because I don't imagine we'd have power just going to the firewall. And this goes to mystery land. So methinks that's positive, and methinks that's negative. It's really cool that they use the exact same color wire. It's really fire. Battery's probably too dead to do anything. On. Got my little jumper pack on here. We're gonna maybe, yeah, we're getting frowny faces. I don't think this battery's gonna do anything. Let's do 100 amp. Let's see if that does anything. Whether that will or not, I don't know. Our next and last attempt for the day. We've got Thunderbucket over here idling. We're gonna go ahead and slap these on here. Okay, that's on there, that's on there. That's the ground one. That's not sparking, which there's a little bit of a spark. Maybe now it's on the charger there. Okay. Gear selector is very much in neutral. Key is in the ignition. Oh, things are making noises. I don't know how to set anything, but hey! 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 We have a running MG. I don't know if this is going to stay, if the alternator's working or generator or not, but it does not sound bad. Put the oil or the idle in. Oh, no, I went in too quick. We had 60 psi of oil pressure, I saw at least. Dang it. Fuel gauge is very much not reading right because it shot all the way to full. And, I mean, it could be, but I really doubt it. Man, that was cool. All right, new battery is in. Cheapest battery at AutoZone. Time to close this hood. How do I close this hood? I am not smart enough for British cars. This would go presumably up, down, that way. Probably shouldn't slam that hard. MG people feel free to yell at me. Okay, battery's back in it. Oh. So we got a red light there. Certainly is a red light of all time. £60 oil pressure. But let's see, reverse is probably down to the right, I would guess, or is it? Oh, I can't get to go in any gear right now. Oh, that was not what I wanted it to do. All right, a little bit of an update time. She's running, and she's running pretty well. A little over 20 psi at idle. Seems to flip up pretty good, but the drawback is clutch pedal in. I got nothing. And if it kind of goes to reverse gear, which if I flip that up, I can kind of get it to go in reverse. Problem is it starts grinding. So I got a stuck clutch pressure plate because this shifted just fine in 2020 when it was driven last, but it was in shitty cold storage, so it wouldn't surprise me if this thing got a little bit crusty and a little bit rusty. So kind of a bummer, but we'll keep digging in with it. That's what I can't figure out. I might try some redneck methods to free up the clutch. See what we get. All right, here we go. Can we get the clutch to unstick? We're gonna do some clutch dumps. warm it up, shut it on, shut it off. See if we can free this clutch up. That's the current goal. Definitely some noises going on. I know the diff has been leaking, but it sounds like a transmission's got something wrong. Freaking law. Transmission's loud. That might be because the clutch is still sticking. I don't really know. We'll see. Out of gear because I have a feeling we're not going to get it going again, but oh, we just got third. Holy shit, I was able to shift. Hell yeah, boys, we got freaking gears. All right, so I'm gonna go to the gas station to build this thing up because it's probably about to run out. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to have gears. Oh, this thing is dirty. I'm riding dirty. I don't even have my seatbelt on. To be honest, I didn't really think about the whole seatbelt thing. Now that I'm moving down the road, I'm like, oh crap, I should probably have the seatbelt on, eh? But, well, we're just gonna ride dirty right now, like real dirty. Hopefully I don't run into the police. All right, gas station run. I just put a whole 1.1 gallons of gas in it, and it was pouring out of the back. So that means at some point in time, my uncle must have filled it up. So it's got 4-year-old gas in it, so that's not really ideal. So we're gonna have to run this or drain this tank. It's got about 2 gallons of good gas in it right now and like a little bit of Marble Mystery Oil. So it's really unfortunate, but oh well. At least we got gears back, and that's a good thing. So I'm gonna go bring her back now and check the trans, check the diff fluids over, everything like that. I know it's been dripping a little bit of coolant because I found some puddles in the garage after yesterday. So, but made it to a gas station. That certainly is a thing. And now I gotta find the seatbelt because I didn't see one. Okay, got her home now. Got her all jacked up. Let's see if she looks underneath here. Yeah, this gearbox has definitely been leaking. So we're gonna have to top that off. I don't know what the heck is going on right here. There's some wires that are just dangling and kind of touching. It's probably not what they're supposed to do. I have no idea what those do. Boy, this transmission is tiny. There we go. Maybe you can see a little better. There's the oil pan. Doesn't look terrible underneath here. A little bit of rust on the bottom, but nothing a quick coat of little paint can cover up. Well, she's all there. Looks like someone did tie rod ends at one point in time. Okay. We're out here in the Jeepers Creeper. Kind of half actually clean my oil pan out for once, just in case I find any shards in it, so I'll know if it's actually from this. I'm gonna go ahead and use some Redline MT90, mostly because it's stuff that I've had laying around for a long time. So we're gonna do a trans flush and just see how everything looks, see what comes out of it, if anything comes out of it. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the fill plug out first, just so I know if I drain it, I can actually fill it back up. Oh, there we go. So I think we're in business. So let's go ahead and pull this drain plug out now. Let's see how much comes out. Well, the magnet definitely has a lot of just debris on it, but not like broken teeth at least. The magnet was just doing its job, being a magnet. Looks like automatic transmission fluid is in here. It smells like gear oil and automatic transmission fluid. Crawling underneath here, this thing's got a pace setter performance muffler, Francer, and a very leaky rear diff. So we're gonna go ahead and change the fluid out, kind of maybe see where we're leaking and figure out what we're gonna do for stopping that leak. All right. That is at least loose. That is not wanting to get in there very far. Now it's moving, although it's not biting very well. Probably rounding out the plug really bad, but that didn't look great, but it wasn't the worst fluid. Just got the diff topped off with some red line MT90. Hopping in the car, you can see the parking brake is down. Gear selector is in neutral. Look at this front tire right here. It's a little stiff, but it spins. Rear tire. Other rear tire. Other front tire. So we got some sticky brakes or bearings or something, so we got to figure that out. Well, I guess stay tuned for the next one. We're gonna get this brake or wheels turny situation figured out, but it runs. It's got some fresh trans and gear oil. Hopefully it won't be super noisy. I have a feeling the pilot bearing or throw-up bearing might be what's making a little bit of that noise that I'm hearing while driving, but it could just be the clutch needing to free up a little bit. So find out soon. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. I'll catch you guys later. Adios.